This is Dave. Today I'm diving into the story of an incredible football player, Les Richter, and perhaps my all-time favorite. He was an All-American, a military veteran, a ferocious linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams, an 8-time Pro Bowler, a member of multiple Halls of Fame, and an overachiever in so many more ways. In a good way, for sure. When I was a boy growing up in eastern Washington, the Rams were my favorite team. The Seahawks were not yet a twinkle in anyone's eye. My dad's favorite team was the 49ers. As future Hall of Famer and former University of Washington All-American and my dad's classmate, Hugh McElhaney, was their star running back. The Rams and the 49ers were fierce rivals back in the day. I've been putting together Les Richter's player run, and I'm a long way there, having all of his Topps cards. I'm anxious to tell his story and show you the cards that I have so far. Les Richter was born in 1930 in Fresno, California, grew up there, and started at Fresno High School before heading to UC Berkeley. This is his 1952 Bowman card. At Cal, he was a two-way beast, playing guard on offense and linebacker on defense, and even kicking. He was a two-time consensus All-American in 1950 and 1951, team captain, and graduated as valedictorian with a business degree. Richter was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1982. After college, he was drafted second overall in 1952 by the New York Football Yanks, but the team folded 2 days after the draft, and his rights went to the expansion Dallas Texans. Now here's where the story gets wild. The Texans traded Richter to the Los Angeles Rams for 11 players. Still one of the largest trades in NFL history for a single player. The Rams clearly won that deal big time, as 11 players the Texans received played a total of 7 seasons and had one Pro Bowl season between them. Oh, by the way, the Texans finished 1-11 in 1952 and folded after that season, and the team was returned to the league. The team's assets were used to form the Baltimore Colts, who started play in 1953. However, after all this, Les couldn't join the Rams right away. He served 2 years in the U.S. Army during the Korean War as a first lieutenant. When he finally debuted in 1954, he hit the ground running, or should I say, he hit the ground tackling. Here are his 1954 Bowman, his 1955 Bowman, and his 1956 Topps cards. Classics from his early career. Here are some of the cards from my collection, from left to right. The 1957 Topps, 1958 Topps, autographed, 1959 Topps, 1960 Topps, and 1961 Fleer on the far right. Love those Fleer cards, great photos on the cards. Here is his 1962 postcard and his 1962 Topps card. Richter played 9 seasons with the Rams from 1954 to 1962, never missing a game. That's 112 straight, despite brutal injuries. In his 9 seasons, he only missed 8 starts, 6 of them during his first season as a rookie. He was known for his punishing style. Teammates call him one of the toughest ever. As a boy, I remember a play where he blew up 2 Baltimore Colts. I couldn't find a video of the play, but as I recall, Richter was an offensive guard pulling around the left side. He put a crossbody block on 2 Colt D linemen. One of them, I believe, was Gene Big Daddy Limpscomb. Flattening both players, springing the running back for a longer run. So impressive. How many offensive lineman plays do you remember years later? He made 8 consecutive Pro Bowls from his rookie year in 1954 through 1961, his next to last season. He was an All-Pro 5 times, intercepted 16 passes, and even handled kicking duties during his first 3 seasons for the Rams, and was their leading scorer in 1955 and 1956. In his final year, he switched to center when the starter, Art Hunter, got hurt, and Les played both ways. The Pro Football Hall of Fame notes that Richter was regarded as one of the roughest players in the NFL during his career. He fought through several significant injuries without missing any action. Examples included 14 stitches after being hit in the head with a helmet during a skirmish with the Baltimore Colts, playing 6 preseason games and all 12 regular season games with torn cartilage in his knee in 1958, and playing through a twice broken cheekbone in 1961. After retiring in 1962, Richter transitioned to auto racing. He became president of Riverside International Raceway in the early 1960s, bringing NASCAR there regularly, starting in 1963 and making it a West Coast staple. He helped create the IROC series and later joined NASCAR as an executive, rising to Senior VP of Operations. Here are cards of Les in his racing career. From 1989 JR Max card on the far left to consecutive JR Max cards 90, 91, 92, and 93 on the far right. Tragically, Richter passed away in 2010 at age 79 from a brain aneurysm. But almost as cruelly, he was posthumously inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame the next year. His daughter Ann and his son John accepted on his behalf, as shown here. As a military veteran, he is buried in the Riverside National Cemetery in Riverside, California. Hall of Famer Frank Gifford, who competed against Richter in high school, college, and the NFL, said of him, quote, "It's always puzzled me why Les was not in the Hall of Fame. He was a great, great player. I don't know any linebacker in that era who even compared to him. He's the kind of guy that was hard to overlook. He was big, he was fast, and he was an extremely productive player. When you prepared to play the Rams, Les was the guy that you really game planned for. He was their defense. He was successful in business, he was successful in life, and he was a great person." Unquote. Les was a warrior on the field and a leader off of it. His story of toughness, versatility, and success is one for the ages. Les was a member of 4 Halls of Fame: the College Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame, West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame, and Motorsports Hall of Fame of America. Had you heard of or did you know of Les Richter before? I hope in a small way you can appreciate Les Richter, the man. Thanks for watching. You all come back now. Here, go Hawks!